the quiet, invisible force that shapes your reality long before the world sees it. Your thoughts are not idle. They are seeds of destiny. Every doubt you entertain, every rationalization you whisper into yourself, every hesitation allowed to linger is a chain. You are not defined by circumstance. You are defined by the courage and clarity with which you seize each moment. Belief is your compass. It is not wishful thinking. It is a conviction so deep that it bends the improbable toward inevitability. When Malala Yousafzai stood in the face of oppression, she did not wait for justice. She embodied it. Her belief was not fragile. It was forged in the crucible of purpose, unwavering, radiant, unstoppable. So too must your belief be absolute, immovable, and alive. It is the internal engine that propels vision into action. Vision is more than imagination. It is the architecture of your future. It is the lighthouse that illuminates the path when darkness threatens to consume the horizon. When you see your life with absolute clarity, every distraction falls away. Every choice becomes deliberate. Every action purposeful. Vision is the magnetic force that draws you to your destiny, and it is your responsibility to nurture it, protect it, and act upon it. Purpose is the fire that burns beneath every step you take. It is the force that pushes you out of comfort and into growth. Rosa Parks did not move because it was convenient. She moved because the weight of her purpose demanded action. Discipline is the vessel through which purpose flows. It is showing up when no one notices, when the world offers no applause, when every fiber of your being whispers to rest. Discipline transforms intention into reality. It is the quiet force behind every monumental achievement, the invisible scaffolding that supports the extraordinary. Without discipline, vision fades into fantasy, and purpose becomes an unfulfilled echo. Persistence is the rhythm of progress. Consider Marie Curie, whose experiments burned her hands and her body, yet never dimmed the brilliance of her pursuit. She endured long nights of solitude, countless failures, and the skepticism of her peers, yet she persisted until her discoveries transformed humanity. Persistence is the pulse of triumph, the heartbeat that refuses surrender. It converts resistance into momentum, failure into wisdom, and obstacles into instruments of growth. Gratitude is its companion, subtle yet powerful. Gratitude transforms scarcity into opportunity, complaint into insight, and resistance into resolve. In every challenge, see the gift hidden beneath the surface. In every setback, find the lesson that advances your mastery. Adaptability flows naturally from gratitude. The world will shift without warning, bend without notice, and demand that you bend with it or be broken. Elon Musk faced failure after failure in rockets that exploded, cars that faltered, and industries that doubted him. And yet he adapted, innovated, and pressed forward, reshaping entire industries. Adaptability is not weakness. It is the quiet, resilient intelligence of those who see change not as threat but as opportunity. Inner resilience is built in the silent moments, the hours when no one watches, when fear whispers its most seductive lies, when temptation to surrender rises strongest. It is forged in action, in reflection, in the conscious choice to rise again and again. Personal transformation begins when you understand that the outer world mirrors the inner. Wealth, influence, and success are not endpoints. They are reflections of self-mastery. They are the echoes of a mind disciplined, a spirit resilient, a purpose unwavering, a vision unclouded by doubt. Imagine yourself now at the threshold of possibility, standing on the precipice of your own greatness. Every choice you have made, every obstacle you have endured, every fear you have confronted has led you here. You are ready. You are capable. You are alive with potential waiting to be claimed. Step into your power. Step into your purpose. Step into the life that has been waiting for you all along. The world will offer reasons to pause, to compromise, to settle. Refuse them. Step with clarity that cannot waver. Act with discipline that does not falter. Persist with tenacity that outlasts every obstacle. Embrace gratitude that transforms adversity into fuel, adaptability that turns disruption into advantage, and resilience that elevates you above every limitation. This is your awakening. This is your moment. No more excuses. No more waiting. No more surrender. Your mind is a forge, and every thought is a hammer striking the anvil of your destiny. What you allow yourself to believe, you will manifest. What you refuse to entertain, you will deny yourself. Think of Amelia Earhart, soaring higher than anyone imagined, breaking the barriers of gender, expectation, and gravity itself. She did not wait for society's permission. She created it herself with courage, preparation, and relentless determination. Belief is the engine, but vision is the compass. Vision allows you to see the path when the road is hidden, the light when the horizon is dark, the possibilities when the world insists on impossibility. Clarity sharpens your purpose into a weapon. Nelson Mandela endured decades of confinement, isolation, and injustice, yet his clarity never faltered. He knew the life he wanted to create for his people and himself, and every action, every thought, every sacrifice was aligned with that vision. You too must cultivate this absolute alignment between thought and action. When your purpose is clear, hesitation dissolves, and indecision has no home. Purpose fuels discipline. Discipline converts dreams into tangible outcomes. It is the unseen force that carries you across the chasm between intent and reality. It is the quiet power that allows you to wake early, work late, and persevere when the world whispers to rest. Persistence is not optional. It is essential. Think of J.K. Rowling, whose manuscript was rejected countless times before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. Every no was a lesson. Every dismissal a refinement. Each rejection sharpened her resolve, honed her craft, and strengthened her vision. Persistence transforms failure into preparation, resistance into opportunity, and doubt into mastery. Gratitude accompanies this journey, silently recalibrating your mind. To acknowledge what you have, even amidst struggle, is to fortify yourself against despair. Gratitude transforms scarcity into resourcefulness, setbacks into stepping stones, and limitations into creative force. Adaptability is the bridge between resilience and action. The universe will not adhere to your plans. It will shift, twist, and challenge you relentlessly. Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first television job and faced rejection from an entire network, yet she adapted. She learned, grew, innovated, and ultimately built an empire that transformed media and touched the lives of millions. To adapt is to recognize change as your ally rather than your enemy, to pivot when necessary without ever losing sight of your vision, to embrace evolution as a prerequisite for growth. Resilience is not inherited. It is forged in the crucible of adversity. It is cultivated in silence, in the hours when no one witnesses your struggle, when fear and fatigue threaten surrender. It is the choice to rise when the world says no, to persevere when hope seems distant, to act when conditions seem impossible. Personal transformation is inseparable from this resilience. The outer world is a reflection of your inner mastery. Success, influence, and fulfillment are byproducts, not goals. They are proof that your mind, body, and spirit are aligned, disciplined, and prepared to execute your vision with relentless intensity. Feel now the energy rising within you, the recognition that no external circumstance can define you. Every habit you cultivate, every fear you confront, every excuse you discard, expands the boundaries of your possibility. The giants of history and visionaries of the modern era did not wait for permission, for comfort, or for perfect conditions. They acted. They moved. They created. Elon Musk launched rockets into the sky that exploded yet persisted, reimagining space itself. Katherine Johnson calculated trajectories that sent humans beyond Earth while overcoming bias and skepticism, her precision and perseverance making the impossible routine. You have this same force within you, the power to innovate, endure, and triumph. Step fully into your life with unshakable resolve. Move with clarity that slices through uncertainty. Act with discipline that defies fatigue. Persist with tenacity that crushes obstacles. Embrace gratitude that transforms adversity into fuel. Adaptability that converts disruption into advantage. Resilience that elevates you beyond limitation. The life you dream of, the impact you yearn to make, the person you are capable of becoming, all exist within reach. Now is the time. Now is the choice. Now is the moment to cast aside hesitation, reject excuses, and claim your extraordinary destiny. Do not linger in doubt. Do not defer action. The world respects resolve, honors courage, and bends to those who refuse to settle. Every step aligned with your vision, every action executed with purpose, every thought disciplined and focused, brings you closer to the life you were born to live. You are not ordinary. You are capable. You are ready. Claim it. Live it. Become it. Step into your power, your vision, your purpose. Start winning today. Stop making excuses. Now feel the surge of possibility coursing through your veins. Every challenge, every obstacle, every moment of doubt is not a roadblock. It is a signal, a call to rise, to stretch, to transform. Consider Frida Kahlo, whose body bore unthinkable pain, yet whose spirit painted worlds of color, resilience, and truth. She transformed suffering into expression, limitation into art, and confinement into liberation. Your mind, too, can transmute adversity into power. Every setback is raw material. Every trial is fuel for the fire of your potential. Belief is the foundation upon which transformation is built. It is not fragile optimism. It is iron-willed conviction that your actions today carve your destiny tomorrow. Think of Mahatma Gandhi, who faced empires with nothing but principle and persistence. He moved nations not through force, but through unwavering belief in truth, courage, and moral clarity. This is the force you must cultivate within yourself, a belief so profound that it overrides fear, doubt, and indecision. Vision is born from this belief. It is the map that guides your steps when the path is obscured, the beacon that illuminates the horizon of possibility when darkness threatens to swallow hope. Clarity gives purpose its precision. When your why is undeniable, every decision aligns with destiny. Malcolm X transformed his life from one of constraint and limitation to one of profound impact through clarity of purpose and relentless discipline. Discipline is the structure that shapes vision into reality. It is the consistent, deliberate action that bridges the chasm between desire and achievement. It is rising when exhaustion beckons, acting when fear tempts surrender, and committing when the world offers no guarantees. Without discipline, potential remains dormant. Dreams fade, and purpose dissipates like smoke into the wind. Persistence is the engine of mastery. Look to Wangari Maathai, who faced relentless opposition, societal indifference, and political resistance. Yet she planted millions of trees, transforming landscapes and inspiring generations. Every obstacle she encountered became a stepping stone. Every challenge a catalyst for growth. Persistence turns resistance into momentum, adversity into wisdom, and doubt into fuel for relentless action. Gratitude accompanies this journey, subtle yet transformative. To recognize the abundance in what you already have is to cultivate strength, perspective, and insight. Gratitude allows you to see opportunity where others see limitation, growth where others see failure, and resilience where others see surrender. Adaptability is the secret weapon of those who rise above circumstance. Malala Yousafzai, already familiar to us in her unwavering belief, adapted to unimaginable danger, exile and scrutiny to amplify her voice and mission. Adaptability is not compromise. It is the intelligent realignment of energy, focus, and strategy to ensure that your vision remains unstoppable, even as the world shifts and tests you. Inner resilience is the forge where your greatest victories are tempered. It is cultivated in silent moments, when doubt whispers, when fear beckons, and when fatigue tempts surrender. It is the deliberate choice to rise, persist, and act despite the odds. Transformation is inevitable when your inner world dominates the outer. True wealth, influence, and impact are not earned by chance. They are the natural consequences of disciplined thought, clear vision, unwavering purpose, persistent action, gratitude, adaptability, and resilience. Consider Ada Lovelace, whose brilliance in mathematics and imagination in computation laid the foundation for technology centuries ahead of her time. Her legacy is proof that mastery of mind and spirit translates into enduring impact. Your life, too, can echo with such influence, shaped not by circumstances, but by the internal architecture of your choices. Now stand at the precipice of your own possibility. Feel the energy of every step, every action, every decision you have made aligning into the momentum of transformation. Step forward with clarity that does not falter, with discipline that does not yield, with persistence that refuses to pause, with gratitude that transforms adversity into fuel, with adaptability that turns disruption into advantage, with resilience that elevates you above every limit. The extraordinary life you dream of is not distant. It is here, waiting for your command, your vision, your purpose, your power. It is yours to claim. Do not delay. Do not doubt. The world bows to those who act decisively, who refuse to settle, who refuse excuses. Every thought disciplined, every fear confronted, every challenge met with courage brings you closer to your highest self. You are capable of more than you have allowed yourself to imagine. You are ready. You are strong. You are unstoppable. Step into the life you were born to live. Step into your power, your purpose, your destiny. Start winning today. The fire of possibility burns within you, waiting for the spark of decisive action. Every hesitation is a shadow that dims your potential. Every excuse is a chain that binds your destiny. Imagine the courage of Sir Ernest Shackleton, traversing the frozen desolation of Antarctica, facing storms that threatened to consume his crew, yet refusing to surrender. His vision of survival and leadership transformed impossibility into triumph. The power to endure, to persist, to act when every circumstance conspires against you. That power exists inside you now. Belief is the unseen force that propels action into reality. It is not naive hope. It is an unshakable certainty that your efforts are aligned with a greater purpose. Think of Katharine Graham, who took the helm of the Washington Post amid uncertainty and intense pressure, transforming it into an institution that shaped history. Her belief in her vision, even in the face of doubt, created extraordinary results. Vision is born from such belief. It is the lens through which you perceive opportunity, where others see impossibility, the compass that guides you through uncertainty, the map that charts your ascent to greatness. Clarity crystallizes purpose into action. When your why is clear, hesitation evaporates, and decisions become precise instruments of progress. Discipline is the conduit through which your purpose flows into reality. It is the daily commitment to excellence, the relentless pursuit of mastery, the courage to act when comfort tempts compromise. Without discipline, even the most brilliant ideas remain unmanifested, like seeds scattered in barren soil. Persistence is the rhythm of mastery. Look to Soichiro Honda, who faced repeated business failures and ridicule, yet persisted until his vision of Honda Motor Company reshaped the automotive industry. Each failure was a lesson. each obstacle a teacher, each setback a catalyst for growth. Gratitude is the quiet alchemy that transforms hardship into opportunity. It allows you to see what is, rather than lament what is not. Gratitude fuels resilience, illuminates clarity, and sharpens purpose. Adaptability turns challenges into advantage. Consider Malala Yousafzai's ability to take unimaginable adversity and turn it into global influence. Adaptability is not surrender. It is intelligent alignment. It is the capacity to bend without breaking, to pivot without losing sight of your mission, to evolve while remaining rooted in principle. Resilience is the armor of the extraordinary. It is forged in the silent moments, when doubt whispers, when fear looms, when the world offers no encouragement. It is cultivated in every choice, to rise after failure, to persist when hope seems distant, to act when conditions seem impossible. Personal transformation arises from this resilience. The outer world mirrors the inner. Wealth, success, influence. They are the natural outcomes of disciplined thought, clear vision, persistent action, and unwavering purpose. They are evidence that your mind and spirit are aligned, that your energy is focused, and that your choices are deliberate. Think of Nelson Mandela again, not as repetition, but as a symbol of the magnitude of transformation possible when resilience meets purpose over decades. His life reminds us that enduring success requires patience, fortitude, and clarity of vision. Now imagine yourself standing at the edge of your own potential, feeling the energy of your accumulated choices, the momentum of your disciplined actions, the certainty of your vision. Step forward. Move with courage that cannot be shaken. Act with discipline that is unwavering. Persist with tenacity that outlasts every obstacle. Embrace gratitude that transforms adversity into fuel. Adaptability that turns chaos into opportunity. Resilience that elevates you beyond limitation. The life you have imagined, the extraordinary impact, the legacy, the transformation, is not distant. It exists now, waiting for your command. Do not linger in fear, hesitation, or doubt. Do not allow excuses to dilute your power. Every thought focused, every action deliberate, every challenge met with courage, every fear confronted with conviction, brings you closer to the life you are meant to live. You are capable of remarkable feats, unimaginable victories, extraordinary influence. You are ready. You are strong. You are unstoppable. Step into the life you were born to claim. Feel the weight of possibility pressing against your chest, a pressure that demands action, that refuses compromise. Every breath you take carries the potential to ignite your destiny. Consider Leonardo da Vinci, whose mind spanned art, science, and invention, whose curiosity defied convention, whose relentless exploration turned imagination into reality. He teaches us that vision without action is mere fantasy, but disciplined, persistent action aligned with clarity and purpose can reshape the world. Your mind is capable of such brilliance if you choose to nurture it, direct it, and refuse distraction. Belief is the anchor in the storm of uncertainty. When Harriet Tubman escaped the bonds of slavery, she did not hesitate. She acted with conviction that life, freedom, and justice demanded action. Her belief propelled her through danger, fear, and relentless opposition. So too must your belief be unshakable, unwavering, absolute. Vision is born from this belief, a lens through which you see the path forward when the horizon is obscured, a compass that guides you when the storms of doubt rise. Vision transforms limitation into opportunity, chaos into order, and hesitation into momentum. Clarity sharpens purpose into precision. When your purpose is undeniable, action becomes instinct, decision becomes effortless, and obstacles become stepping stones rather than barriers. Discipline channels this purpose into tangible reality. It is the quiet strength that allows you to rise early, act when others rest, and persist when fatigue tempts surrender. Without discipline, vision remains a dream, and purpose remains a whisper. Persistence transforms this discipline into mastery. Think of Thomas Paine, whose words ignited revolutions, whose pen moved nations, and whose persistence in advocating freedom changed history. Each rejection, each challenge, each opposition became fuel, each setback a catalyst for progress. Gratitude transforms struggle into strategy. It allows you to recognize the abundance that surrounds you, even in adversity. Gratitude turns scarcity into resourcefulness, setbacks into lessons, and limitations into opportunities for growth. Adaptability is the instrument through which resilience becomes power. Consider Wang Zhenyi, a 18th century Chinese astronomer who defied societal norms to explore the stars. She adapted to the constraints of her time, bending circumstance into advantage, transforming obstacles into opportunity, and using every limitation to propel herself further than most could imagine. Adaptability is intelligence in motion, the capacity to bend without breaking, to pivot without losing sight of your purpose, to evolve while remaining steadfast in principle. Inner resilience is forged in solitude, in the silent battles of mind and spirit. It is built in moments no one observes, in hours when fear whispers, when doubt tempts, when the world doubts. It is the choice to rise, to act, to persist despite the odds. Personal transformation is inseparable from this resilience. Success, influence, wealth, and impact are not goals. They are the natural consequences of self-mastery, of aligning thought, action, and purpose into relentless momentum. Your life, when cultivated with clarity, belief, discipline, persistence, gratitude, adaptability, and resilience, becomes evidence of your internal mastery. Now imagine yourself standing at the summit of your potential. Every choice you have made, every fear confronted, every obstacle endured, every moment of discipline and persistence aligns into a force that propels you forward. Step into it. Move with courage that cannot be shaken. Act with discipline that cannot be deterred. Persist with tenacity that defies every obstacle. Embrace gratitude that transforms adversity into fuel. Adaptability that converts chaos into opportunity. Resilience that elevates you above limitation. The extraordinary life you envision, the legacy, the transformation, the impact is within reach. Do not wait for the perfect conditions. Do not yield to hesitation or fear. Every moment spent in doubt is a moment lost in realizing your greatness. The world bends to those who refuse excuses, to those who act decisively, to those who persist relentlessly. Every disciplined thought, every courageous action, every step aligned with purpose brings you closer to your destiny. You are capable of astonishing feats. You are ready. You are powerful. You are unstoppable. Step into the life you were born to create. Start winning today. Stop making excuses.